the Thunder. I think the Thunder are the ninth seed in the West right now. One of the more surprising teams this year coming to the season. We all thought they were probably going to try to tank for Wembanyama. Shea has an amazing season, averaging 31 points, 5-5 this year. So they're being competitive. They can possibly make the play in, make the playoffs this year if things go right. So does this team have the brightest future in the NBA?
Yeah, in my opinion. When you look at how Jalen Williams is playing, like you already said, Shea is averaging 30 and right now having the best season of his career. He's going to be all NBA this year. You plug in Chet Holmgren, who didn't play this year, who I've seen today a lot of clips of him shooting around before the games. Look like he's getting a little buff. He looks like he's been in the weight room. We saw how he played in the summer league. So, and like I said, he was top 2 pick last year. So, they're doing all this without potentially their second best player. And again, we didn't expect Jalen Williams to play. Like, what you're saying, Jalen Williams is their second best player. That's fine, but either way, like Chet at best is going to be your third best, and then you plug in another lottery pick next year. You plug in, you just look at the roster and how it's constructed. You still have pieces like Trey Mann off the bench. You still have a few other players on the bench. Huh?
Aaron
Isaiah
Giddy,
Joe. Isaiah Joe
Aaron
is
Wiggins, Aaron
shooting.
Wiggins too.
Aaron
Those
Wiggins
are
playing
everywhere.
real. Isaiah Joe is shooting. I think he's
Rich
leading the league
Williams.
in 3 point per shooting. Yeah, 3 point percentage. So it's like you have a lot of great pieces, and like I said, you're doing all this without Chet. You're doing all this without another year of Shea's progression, with another year of Jalen Williams' progression, with Chet coming back, with all the pieces that I named. Everybody's getting better year after year. Next year, they will for sure be a playoff team, a playoff lock, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that the future is bright. Um, and for the most part, I think that you should be very weary. I feel like next year they can have a year sort of like the Kings are having right now, and surprise a lot of people and be at the top of the West. So yeah,
This is obviously Max's team, so I want to hear his input on that. You go ahead, Max.
Yeah, I think as far as brightest future, I think like obviously Shea's a great player. I look at like teams like teams like Milwaukee and teams like Dallas as far as like having a young superstar, right? Like having a top 5, top 10 player and like, how can their future look if those players kind of stay? Um Obviously it's great being in like the position like where you're winning games, you're winning competitive, what you were saying, like the Thunder play winning basketball. Like yeah, I think like these guys are hungry every night. They want to come out and they want to win. Obviously we saw that in LeBron's night where he won or where he got the scoring title, right? Thunder didn't care, came back. Isaiah Joe shot the lights out, and you know what I mean. Like that whole night, just put it to bed. Like it's like those kind of games where like they're not really worried about much. They're playing their own game, and it's nice. The team as a whole, the team's really fun to watch. Um, Watching Jalen Williams, Shea, Josh Giddey, like they're just a fun team to watch. Like good group of guys. Like it's fun to watch basketball. Like it's fun to watch them play basketball. I know I texted you this, Latif, and obviously like this is thinking high in the future. I did say like yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's like
that
I
was
was gonna say
crazy, and I was thinking
I
about
could
that
touch
today
more on
too
it.
when I was getting the
So it's
thumbnails.
kind of just so Jordan, I touched on it, and I said if the Thunder hit a pick or I think if the Thunder hit 2, 3 picks, like we're obviously talking dynasty, just as far as like the pieces that they have in front of them. Um, I'm just simply saying like we have so many picks. Like if you hit a couple, like you could set yourself up for the future, and you can't say that's crazy because
it's
they
not
have
crazy. I
good.
don't know. It's just thinking about it is crazy, but I mean that's
Like
not
think like
crazy. I agree. It's
if you
not
think
crazy to
about it,
say.
yeah. If
I
you
think that's
slide
crazy
into
to say. That's kind
if
of
you
crazy.
slide in if you slide into the top 2, top 3 this year, what if they get a Brandon Miller or Victor Wembanyama? What if your lineup next year looks like Shea at the 1, Giddy at the 2, Jalen Williams at the 3, and you go Chet and Wemby, or you go Mill? You know what I mean? Like you could build a really young team, and then the next picks in the draft because we still have so many. And I get it. The issue will be trying to win on the rookie contracts and trying. You know what I mean? Like because at some point in time, you're going to have to start paying everybody. So
This
you're going
year
to have
they
to pick who's essential to your team. But
this
like,
year they won't slide into the top team because they have
yeah, we're
Clippers
we
and
got
their own pick.
yeah. So, but at the end of the day, if we want Brandon Miller or Victor Wembanyama that bad, we could get him. We could throw, you know what I mean? Like we could throw the farm of picks at whoever. You know what I mean? Like we have so many picks. Like the Thunder could literally just like throw whatever they want to go get those picks. I get it's not realistic, but like the Thunder will have a window where you know what I mean? Like if they can win while these guys are on the rookie contracts, like you know what I mean, they could do it obviously very well. You have like the 2015 Warriors, you know what I mean? When they won, you got to start making cuts. They obviously let go of like Harrison Barnes, right? You keep Steph, Clay, Dre, you let go of some of the side pieces like Harrison Barnes. So you like look at that with the Thunder teams. If you go on this, you know what I mean? If their team develops, like I'm not still sold on Chet. I get he's injured. I hope Chet pans out, but Chet still scares me as a prospect sometimes. Jalen Williams looks great. Giddey looks great. But like when you're looking down the line, who is going to fit your scheme, obviously going forward? So I think the Thunder's good years, the Thunder's like actual, I don't think we'll be the Kings next year. I think we're still a piece or two away from having, unless Chet has some insane rookie year, I think we're still a piece or two away from being that. I don't think we have a second star right now that could be putting up whatever 20 and 10. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to go by that, I don't know if Chet's going to be doing that rookie year. So I think as far as if we could get another star, I did hear I have been seeing stuff that the Thunder are going to be active in the Trae Young market this summer. Trae
Please,
Young
dear
trying to
God,
get
no.
off his.
Please, dear
I
God,
don't.
no.
I don't know if I love the fit, but I keep seeing on
Please, dear God,
Instagram
no.
that Sam Presti says on the not Sam Presti. Someone said like the Thunder are going to try and get Trae Young in the market. I don't like Trae Young next to Shea. I don't think that offense makes sense at all. But I do think like if we can go get a star, I think Josh Giddey. Huh?
No, Jaylen Brown is the answer. Jaylen Brown is the answer.
Jaylen Brown is so random.
That's not random.
Jaylen Brown.
Kind of random.
I'm just saying, as far as free agency, like if we can build around Shea, like as Shea is our side piece, Shea is our Robin. We need a Batman. We have the supporting cast. You know what I mean? Like we have good players. We have Isaiah Joe, Trey Man off the bench. You have a 3D guy, Jalen Williams, Josh Giddey, who just does everything. Huh?
Dame. They should go get Dame if they need to.
I don't know about that.
What's the problem?
I don't know about that, bro.
Dame, are you serious? You're joking?
I'm dead serious. That's the problem.
So why would first of all, Dame and Shea in a backcourt together? And what are we gonna give up? What are we trading? We just trading 6 first-round picks for Damian Lillard?
3.
I would 3 first-round picks and what?
Well, it probably need like 4. I'm not gonna lie.
I would rather trade.
DeJounte Murray got traded for 3 first-round picks.
I would rather trade 3 first-round picks for Brandon Miller.
DeJounte Murray got traded for 3 first-round picks straight up.
Yeah, Brandon Miller's look nice.
He's not getting 3 first-round picks for Brandon Miller, bro.
I'm just saying, I don't want Dame on the team. I don't like the way Dame would fit on that team, and especially what he's done to OKC. There's no way he's coming to our team. There's no way. There's no way.
I wanted to so I have a little subtopic under this topic. Paolo or J-Dub for Rookie of the Year?
It's still Paolo. I'm not letting a month or two of Jalen Williams playing at this level.
Paolo has been very efficient for a long time.
You said what?
Paolo has been very inefficient for a long time.
Right. He has been inefficient for a few months, yeah. 3 months, yeah. But again,
most of the season.
You have to look at it. I look at it differently. I look at it as Paolo being, the offense in Orlando versus Jalen Williams being the number 2 to Shea. So yes, there's going to be inefficiencies that come with it, especially again on a team where you are, like I said, the offense to an extent. Like you have pieces around you somewhat, and Fultz and Franz, but they're still playing through Paolo. Like they're playing through Paolo like he's a 5-year vet already, and they're giving him the ball and getting out the way. So, I still think it's still Paolo. Because again, I'm not letting Jalen Williams' recent play as a number 2 overshadow what Paolo has done throughout the entire year. He came into the league playing at a high level already. And again, Jalen Williams didn't come into his own until the last 2 months. So still it's kind of doing a disservice to Paolo to just give it to Jalen Williams.
I agree. I think Paolo still wins it. But to say that Jalen Williams wasn't really doing much in the first couple of months, like
I'm not saying he wasn't doing much. I'm saying
he wasn't scoring the basketball, but he was doing everything but. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like good defender, rebounder, pass. Like he was doing the intangibles. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I think it's like giving the who won Rookie of the Year for Offensive Rookie of the Year last year for the NFL. I know I'm getting off topic, but who won it?
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
Last year.
Garrett Wilson. You talking about the year before last?
Yeah, because
It was
in
Justin
my
Jefferson,
opinion.
wasn't it? Oh no, he wasn't a rookie.
Uh,
It was,
anyways,
damn
I'm
near
not
it
trying to
was,
get too
it
hard.
was, damn near it was Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson his third year last year.
Yeah, I don't think it was last year. Maybe it was Jamar. Was it Jamar?
Let me see. But go ahead.
Jamal wasn't a rookie his
So
last year.
Creed Humphrey had an insane year as a center, right? And was like
It
third
was Jamar
in
Chase. My bad.
it was Jamar, yeah. So Creed Humphrey was insane, right? Best center in the league as far as offensive rookie of the year, right? He got voted like third for a center. That's insane. But no one cares about him because he's a center. You know what I mean? No one cares about him because he's not a flashy player and he's not doing all that stuff. I do agree. I think Paolo wins the award, but I think that the stuff that Jalen Williams does before this, like whatever, up until 2 months ago when he started scoring the basketball, him off the ball, him playing defense, like you know what I mean? Like that kind of intangible stuff, like it's not going to win you rookie of the year. But as far as like going on, like he should at least like I think giving him the nod is you know what I mean. Like putting him in the conversation is respectful. Like I think it's like it makes sense. So I think Paolo, as far as like yeah, I get it. He is Orlando's offense. I know people love Franz Wagner. I don't love Franz Wagner. Just I'm a Franz Wagner hater. But Paolo's obviously I agree he's been very inefficient, but he's been scoring the ball. He is Orlando's offense. Jalen Williams doesn't have to do that with Shea, with Giddy just being a Swiss Army knife. And obviously you got shooters and scorers off the bench. But I do think that the stuff that doesn't always go like show up on the stat sheet, Jalen Williams kills Paolo in that conversation. You know what I mean? Like Paolo's a better scorer. He sees the offense, but on basically every other surface, I think Jalen Williams has the upper hand. So I do think scoring is the biggest thing. I think it's what matters the most. But yeah, I do think it's close.
Yeah, Paolo's my rookie of the year just on the fact that he's probably been the most consistent throughout the entire year, and also he has a heavier load to carry over there in Orlando. I do like that Jalen Williams is competing on the contributing on a competing team, on a winning team this year, and so that's always good to see. That's why Ben Simmons really wanted. Donovan Mitchell was on a playoff team as well. But I think they just gave it to him because Sixers were a higher seed. So I know it's crazy to even think about in the rookie year debate. But yeah, Paolo is he carries a more offensive load. He's been more consistent from day one in the NBA. He looked like an all-star almost all-star level player. His first game in the NBA.